the Geek Speak show celebrating 15 years of the Charles M. Schulz Museum. Continuing our little tour here, talking to all the artists that are here, being part of the celebration. Next in line is Svetlana. Svetlana, how are you?
Hi. I'm good.
Okay, so talk about what are you showing everybody here as part of the celebration? What books are you showing off?
I'm showing here a body of some of my work. These are the first 2 volumes of a series of mine. It's actually 4 volumes, but I couldn't be bothered to bring the whole thing. These are my newest books. These are middle grade slice of life. This was nominated for an Eisner last year. This one just came out. It's the follow-up. And that's my stuff. These are my self-published works that are not with a publisher.
Yeah. Now I have to ask this because we've talked about this on our show a lot. The correct pronunciation, is it manga or manga?
I heard it both ways. I like to say it manga because I think that's the closest to the original word that got important to the English language along with the books. But really, I don't think there's a wrong way to say it.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's like tomato. It's like, we know what you're talking about, so...
No, there's a lot of debate of what is.
Oh, it has to be this or it has to be that. Now, so for the self-published ones, I mean, again, in our audience, we have a few people who want to be where you are, and they may want to go the self-publishing route. How would you get started in that with the self-publishing?
Self-publishing?
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Self-publishing is very difficult. I print some things sometimes, and then I get stuck with just boxes of them. If you're going to self-publish, what you have to be ready for is to do a lot of legwork, then selling those books, going to stores, seeing if they'll take copies, selling them online, running an online store. I couldn't. I tried to do mail order, and I failed so miserably. I still have boxes and boxes of books that I self-published and just didn't sell. So having a publisher works out much better for me. But there are people who can do it, and they amaze me every day. That's a lot of work. If you can do it, then by all means. But printing places, there's a lot of them now. PS Print is where I got this book printed, The Adventures of Mr. Raccoon. This one is actually handmade. We just printed some pages, and we drilled holes in them and tied ribbons, and
so
now
really,
it's a book.
What I'm hearing is the easy part is the writing of the story. It's the publishing that's a little harder.
I can't say that writing is easy. Good writing will always be very, very difficult, and then publishing is also very difficult. So, I mean, every day of my career, I wonder why didn't I become a dentist.
So you're saying it's easier to pull teeth than come up with a book?
In my mind, I'm sure being a dentist is a very difficult job also.
Yeah.
But everything looks good from where I'm sitting, like anything but being a comics artist.
Yeah, so let's finish on why we're here, celebrating 15 years of the Charles M. Schulz Museum. Now for you, the Charles M. Schulz, did he influence your art in any way?
Actually, unfortunately not, because I didn't become aware. I didn't grow up in North America. Mm-hmm. I moved here when I was 16, and then I spent some time learning the English language through ElfQuest. That was a huge influence on my work. But I did fall in love with the strip when I finally discovered it, and the fact that this museum exists really helped me learn and appreciate his work. It's a cultural cornerstone.
Yeah, and you know, the fact that we're celebrating 15 years that it's been around, I mean, what does that mean to celebrate an artist, a cartoonist? But what does it mean that we have a museum dedicated to him and it's 15 years old now?
Well, I'm amazed that, because museums usually don't get a lot of funding, so the fact that like this museum is thriving, that's just amazing credit to the work that the people here are doing, and I'm very grateful for it, because again, like I never would have seen originals of his work if it wasn't for his museum, and it's so important for me as an artist to be able to look at other artists' work. So I think it means an incredible amount that they're 15 years old today. I mean, obviously the strip is a lot older.
Yeah.
But I hope this museum will keep going and be here for generations to come.
Yeah, hopefully. Now, last thing is, do you have a website, or where can everybody get your book?
I do have a website. It is svetlania.com, and you can find it right here.
We'll put it on the description. Also, do you have the pad ready? Because you were actually showing me something pretty cool.
Oh yeah, the
This is how her books come to life. Let's show you this
a
right
little
here.
process video. Yep.
When I write Spider-Man books, he's me.
Like magic.
So I think it's
What is this program called?
This is Procreate for iPad Pro.
but it's fun. Doing the like this type of stuff.
See, so there you go. So that's how it happens. Svetlana, thanks a lot.
Thank you.